Just give us your thoughts on what you've seen on the course, and also you and some of the Ryder Cup boys being here this week, and potentially a little bit of additional motivation being at the Ryder Cup course just some 12 months out.
Yeah, definitely. It's I think the golf course is decent. I think there's some good match play holes certainly coming in at the end there. 16's obviously going to be an interesting one, depending on situations and kind of make or break the match, I guess. But on the whole, the golf course is in great shape. You can kind of see the changes that Luke and Eduardo and Co are trying to make to make it, help Team Europe, which is good. But yeah, looking forward to the week, and like you say, there's definitely some motivation to make the team and be here in a year's time to try and win the Ryder Cup.
There's been some nice moments this year for the Fitzpatrick family. Another one this week with Alex being in the field. First time you guys have been in the same field together. One of 3 sets of brothers this week. Just gives your thoughts on that and that special week for your family.
Yeah, it's one thing I would say I'm very grateful for the Italian Federation for giving him an invite this week. Really appreciate that as a family, and I know Alex does, I do, and but to play the same tournament as him is really cool. I'm really interested to see how he gets on. Obviously new to playing professional golf, and he's still learning a lot now, but yeah, I think it's an exciting time for him, and hopefully can sort of build on it and have a good week.
Thank you, Matt. We'll go into some questions. We'll start with Sylvia, just in the middle there, please.
Hi, Matt. Just to know about the improvements you're working on in your game. Your swing speed looks really improved. So what are you doing? What are you aiming in your golf swing?
Yeah, I've done a lot on that this year, and the last 3 years really, since the end of 2020. I used a training product called the Stack, which is it's like a golf club with the weights on. You follow an app on your phone. It tells you what weights to put, how many put on the club, how many swings. Been doing that over a period of time, and that's definitely helped me get a lot faster. So that's been a big positive.
Thank you. One more. What's your position about live players in the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I said it last week, and I just want to win the Ryder Cup. So, in my opinion, I want I want to be part of the team myself, but I want the 11 best guys we can get. I'm not really too bothered about where they're going to come from. I just want to make sure that we win, and I think that's what's most important. I know other guys might not necessarily agree with that, but I know the winning feeling is worth more than any sort of arguments you might have with other players.
A question down the front left here, Matt.
Hello, Matt. Matías Miguel Torge from Handicap 54 Argentina. 2 questions for you. Question number 1, what percentage of your success can we give to statistics? And how do you see the situation between the elevated events of the PGA Tour and those players who want to play more tournaments in the DP World Tour?
Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of my improvements down to statistics. I'm always trying to see where I can improve. All aspects of my game, just making sure that hence why I take so much detail on the golf course, just so I know where my weak areas are, I know where my strengths are, and I know how to kind of improve those with my team. So yeah, statistics to me are incredibly important. The second question about the elevated events and the DP World Tour. Yeah, obviously that's going to be an interesting one. I don't know how Europe's schedule is next year, so that's something obviously I've got to take into account. Obviously got a rough idea of the PGA Tour schedule, but yeah, it's just something they're going to have to figure out at the end of the year once we sort of know what's going to go on in Europe, and figure out how to balance our time really.
row behind.
Hi, Matthew. Nice to meet you. You are one of the first player to use the statistic golf. What were the biggest benefits you find it?
Yeah, I think that there's so many. The list is very, very long, to be honest. One, working with Eduardo Molinari, who's obviously an very accomplished tour player who has the experience as a player, so he knows about the game, he knows what to look for, he understands things, is one. Two, just what Eduardo was offering in terms of what we can track is just so much better than what I was using before. They obviously, as well as the addition for me to say, oh, I'd really like to look at this, and he would be able to just build that into his spreadsheet, and then we could track that for a period of time, or we could track that forever. His openness to making changes, to try and, he's always trying to improve his product, he's always trying to get better, give better advice. He's worked so hard at it. And yeah, for me, I love, I'm always interested in numbers, whether it's mine, whether it's other people's. I like to know what's kind of going on and what's good, why someone's playing well, why they're maybe not playing well. I just find that interesting as well, and I know Eduardo's the same. So he's someone that I can trust and get on well with. And there isn't a better product out there, in my opinion. So.
Suzanne, just on the right here, Matt.
Yes, Suzanne Kemper, Golf Global Japan. Matt, first of all, a follow-up on the question. Have you talked with any of your former teammates, the other guys that have left and gone from the European Tour to live, about playing? Was there any discussion you've had with them?
There's only one that I had a conversation with last week. I told him my view on it, that I'd happily have him on the team. I've got no issues. As I said, I want to win, and if that means having whoever it is on the team, then that's all that matters to me. I haven't spoken to the others, but I spoke to one, and that's kind of I told him my thoughts and feelings about the matter.
Okay. Now, coming back to being here, let's talk about the course. Can you give me, what do you see are the keys to being able to win on this course, and how is it best for Europe to do that?
Yeah, I feel like this week, looking at it, is you got to drive the ball well. I feel like this week, you give yourself a chance from the fairways. As soon as you're in the rough, you can get all sorts of lies. You could be good, bad, flyers. You just don't know. And I think looking at it, if you can drive the ball well, give yourself plenty of chances on the greens, then you'll be in with a good shout.
Any other additional thoughts? Where are the key holes from your point of view besides 16, which everybody talks about?
Yeah, I think, you look at probably 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got 4 holes there that you've got a chance to make, birdies. 10 maybe not so much, but certainly could make 3 and 4 holes, and that's kind of a big swing, particularly Sunday. Back 9, all of a sudden you make 3 birdies out of those 4, and you could be right back in it. You could pull away. I think that's an interesting stretch of holes.
Okay. I'll be watching to see you do that next year.
Perfect.